Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. We get the homestand underway with the first of two between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Stephen Wright. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, this guy's got good stuff, but he's really struggled with runners in scoring position. The batting average goes up. I want to see, what does he do? Does he tip his pitches? Is he giving signs from second base to the opponent and they're not translating it right? What's going on here? Because this guy's stuff is too good for him to struggle as much as he does with runners in scoring position.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, you get ahead of the leadoff batter 0-2. Then you give up a base hit 0-2. Not the way you draw it up. He's going to have to figure out a pitch to put guys away, or this will be a short outing for him.
Nobody out, runner on first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. Curveball that time, not even close. A runner at first with no outs here. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That was a fourth foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And another foul ball.
That was the fifth foul ball in this at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. As a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Murillo has a beat on it. One down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up the middle, and it paid off.
Jeremy Hazelbaker is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Lamb is on his way home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this is fouled back and out of play. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 0-2, here it comes. Fastball that just misses inside. The 1-2 pitch. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Digging in, Carlos Suarez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. Now, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Well, Matt, this is almost like a home game. I mean, it's a very short trip. They travel well. The fan base travels with them. They love being on the road in this situation.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here comes another 0-2. Out of play off to the right. Ready with another 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, a guy who's been playing great is Austin Hedges. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go. Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it, in fact, lands in the corner. Foul. Again, he sends it out of play.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Mathis gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Batting third.
So striding in, Alex Murillo. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground, softly towards second. Marte fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Arizona. Right fielder,
Matt Dendecker is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. The knuckleball just misses the inside corner. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rondon is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 8.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff Mathis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2. Standing in, Archie Bradley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bradley.
And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. 1-1, here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
I don't know what was going on with him in the first inning. He had a bad first inning. This looks like a totally different pitcher here in the second.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the... Here's Will Myers. He brings a batting average just south of 320 into this one.
Will Myers.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. First offering on its way. Hunter Renfroe is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches. You hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Very weakly on the ground. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Now at the plate, Austin Hedges, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. It's a big at bat.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Settling in now, Jose Rondon. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. He's set and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. You got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Tell you what, Matt, if he makes a mistake here, 1-2 with the pitcher on deck, that would be a monumental mistake. I don't think he gives him anything to hit here. Makes him chase it to get him out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Ray's able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Aledmus Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ball 1.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation and just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
And this is going to be a foul ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you ever talk about a much-needed base hit? That's it right there. He's been struggling all year. That was much needed. Put a smile on.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Swings and grounds it to short. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Arizona. They lead it 2-1. Digging in now, Stephen Wright. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Stephen Wright.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Asuaje. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Slice down the left side, but foul. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
I really like his game plan. You can clearly see his game plan was, I'm going to bust him inside. He's done that, and we're already in the 3rd inning and continues to pound the ball in.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Jankowski. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit back up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Padres. Stepping in, Jake Lamb. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Jake Lamb.
Breaking pitch here, chopped foul at the plate, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. very well could see it again here, though.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are two gone. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Set to deal on 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Murillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 3.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's the 7th game he's hit in. Look out. 7 games. That's 1 week of feeling pretty good. Let's see how long he can make this last.
Into the box now, Will Myers. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Padres. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Now a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He reached on a single in his first try. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping up now, Yonhervis Solarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Line toward right center. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges. Drive out to the gap in right center. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. And he is into second base with an RBI double. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Here now is Jose Rondon. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a flare out toward right center. Marte ranging into the outfield. He's not going to get it. And the 2-out rally continues. And not in time as the run scores.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense and a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there. It was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
In now, Stephen Wright, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, you can't fall back any further. This team they're playing right now is just too good. They're one of the best teams in the league, and they capitalize on mistakes. You got to get out of this inning if you want to have a chance to win this game.
And there's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another 1-2, and he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Now batting, Matt Den Decker. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken 1 swing.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Jeff Mathis.
Jeff Mathis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Archie Bradley is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. It's in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now, that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 4-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
The windup and the 0-1. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Travis Jankowski. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. This is in the air to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Center fielder, number 3. Alex
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Alex Murillo. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Mathis recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in once again, A.J. Pollock. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out at the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Hit on the ground but foul. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Here's another 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. Zach Godley enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52.
Here's Will Myers. A hit in 2 tries so far. swing and a soft liner, and one gone.
The left fielder, number 10.
Ready for another chance? Hunter Renfroe. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Hard hit ball to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Digging in and looking for more, Yonhervis Solarte. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Soft liner to the left side. And he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Austin Hedges. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Standing in now, Jose Rondon. Swing and a liner. But that's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle. Diaz throws it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Jake Lamb standing in now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jake Lamb.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Well, that's ball 3. The Diamondbacks right now would welcome a leadoff walk to start this inning.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Murillo has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's a
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ketel Marte. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that's in there. Base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Here's the 0-1. Ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around it is there if they want to go that route.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch. Raymond Westbrook is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Into the box, Carlos Suarez. He'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And to score, the runner from third. Suarez rounds the corner and is headed home. Throw won't get him.
This is the type of production they were expecting for this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there.
Alex Murillo is at the plate now, and he takes that catches the zone. The 0-2 delivery. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Will Myers. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first. Show track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncork a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Hunter Renfroe is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Jankowski rounds third and is digging for the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 9-2 ball game. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Hazelbaker going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors in him. Rob Fisher enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Rob Fisher.
Riding in once again, Jeff Mathis. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. On the ground up the middle, to his left, Rondon. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Brandon Drury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Brandon Drury.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The numbers on the year, 272, 13 home runs, and 59 RBIs. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap of our game to this point. A.J. Pollock is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So 1, 2, 3. Evan Marshall enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Hit on the ground out to short. Diaz scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here now is Jose Rondon. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Rob Fisher.
Devon DeJesus Jr. will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty. Now a swing and a fly ball. Den Decker is after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching baseball on MLB Network. Luis Perdomo comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. Starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jankowski's there for it. Makes the play, one away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's your classic front door slider. It doesn't break like you expect it to, and all you can do is freeze as a hitter. And he got the call.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding in, Jake Lamb. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Friars win for the 106th time, most in the division. Stephen Wright records his 18th win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it. For Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.